The only other things I remember hearing you talk about Walt and Vera Scheibler, oh boy, yeah. Okay, yep, and they were friends of your parents, okay, got that.
Yep, they lived up on Ann Arbor Hill.
Street.
Well, you probably, well.
Yeah. And before
first
that, they lived where I knew, I know, forever.
Yeah.
But that was the family house,
Right.
so, yeah. That was how my apartment happened, was because Walt and Vera got married.
Yeah.
It was 1930 and they had no money.
Yeah.
So her dad said, you can live upstairs, and they did. And their daughter grew up upstairs.
I know she did.
And then they moved and built the house, and then there was only one other family between Walt and Vera and my parents. Just a couple lived there just a few months.
Okay.
And then my parents moved in December of 1950. And I'm born in 54, so they were living there when I was born.
Well, Vera's mother and sister lived downstairs.
Yes.
Georgie and
Georgie was our landlady
Oh,
for
yeah.
my first 11 years. I
Okay.
knew Georgie. And of course, because I knew Georgie, I knew all her friends.
Oh, yeah.
Because they would come and play cards
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
that's
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Georgie was nice. She was a wonderful landlady. She understood kids. She had kids, so
Yeah.
she
knew.
understood bikes in the yard,
right.
and
Oh, sure.
noise and stuff all over the place. I have to tell you a funny story about Georgie and somebody you know. Philip Maines used to live downstairs in the front apartment, the old guidance counselor,
Yep.
Phil Maines.
Yep.
This is before he got married. And he lived downstairs. And he was not real fond of my sister and I. We made too much noise. And we would clump up this, and then we would run in the house. He said, sounds like a herd of elephants up there.
Yeah, right.
And he would complain to Georgie, and Georgie told my mom, I'll try to keep him down. And she said, don't worry, he'll move soon. It's like, okay. But, oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, I remember him, and then he was my guidance counselor when I got to high school. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, good old Phil Maines. But yes, that whole neighborhood, and now I know on Riverside, I know where your parents live, because that's the scrapbook inn now. That's where they built the house. Now, they lived next door to that?
Yeah, my grandparents did. Yes.
Okay, and that were the Deatleys?
Yes.
Okay, got that.
Yes.
All right. I gotta walk down there again and look for that hitching post.
You'll see it.
Okay, yeah.
I think they're also, before they lived there, it was a burial place where, funeral home.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Because I remember my mother said they had caskets in one of the rooms when they moved in there. And
Where the Polks live.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Got it. I did not know that.
And we wrote a story about that.
Good. Okay. Huh. And then basically, let's see, I had a couple other things, but I don't know. Ray, if you got anything, go ahead.
No,
I'm looking.
fine.
Okay. And I knew it was your father's connections with Michigan State and the poultry place that got the chicken broil under motion. And your father was a mover and a shaker. He got stuff done when he wanted to do something.
Oh yeah,
he got stuff done. That was his reputation, that he would get stuff done, and people liked him. I mean, your dad was well liked. He wasn't one of these guys that he comes in.
Yeah, right.
He was definitely. Let's see. And you basically, I mean, that was one of my questions. If you enjoyed teaching, and you must have teaching in your hometown, because a lot of teachers, they don't want to live. They don't want to live where they teach.
No.
So it's
that never bothered me. Of course, kids were. I know I was an elementary teacher.
Well, yeah, you weren't a high school teacher, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, that's.
Of course, I subbed quite a bit after I stopped teaching, but
yes, you did. Yeah. You can't stop.
No.
It's. Did you always teach second grade, or did you?
I taught first grade in Chelsea and second grade in Manchester, and then I had a second grade split at one time.
Okay.
But now they're in third grade or first grade or kindergarten, or they move them all over.
Yeah.
So that's.
It's very difficult. I know. But elementary school is really, really important. You've got to have the teachers there, you lose the kids. I mean, it's just, I don't.
Oh, I like teaching a lot. In fact, we still get together with Don Tassi every once in a while.
Oh, really?
With him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're hoping his son comes back for our 50th, but we'll see. Mark is in my class. Yeah. But
Good.
I don't know.
Now, where does he live?
Indiana, someplace.
Is he has a disease, doesn't he?
Mark does? I don't know. I didn't know that.
I think so.
Okay. There was another son in my sister's class, and I don't remember his name. Is it Philip? Or I don't remember. Somebody. But the one in my sister's class, I think, is a lawyer. And Mark is something else. He's in business or something.
Okay.
But I don't know. But anyway, that's nice. I haven't, he was a nice guy. He was not my, but I want to say to go back to, and I'm rambling here, but to go back to elementary school, I know from my own experience, it matters who the teacher is. When I was coming into elementary school, we had teachers that were coming out of country school.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And about this close to retirement. And it was sometimes, and they had big classes. My class was pretty good size. Like you'd have 35, 40 kids in a classroom. And sometimes it was not so easy.
No.
It was different for these people, for the teachers.
Oh,
Very different.
sure.
And it was and the kids were different. We were a whole lot brattier than what they were used to. And it was like, oh,
yeah.
But no, I had people like Berdella Flood and Alma Troltz and Ina Heisler and those people. But then my saving grace is I went to Pleasant Lake School when I was in the third grade because we had overcrowding in Manchester. There was too many of us, and they sent some kids out there, and we had to volunteer. Tom Huber and me and Connie Maston, and I can't remember because she was the superintendent's child.
Right.
So. And Vicki Freeman, I think there was only 4 of us that volunteered, but we went out there. It was the best elementary year of my life. I had a super teacher I really liked, and they had a playground with grass. You could play with the other grades.
Sure
it was like, when we were little kids, elementary school was kind of regimented. You lined up to drink water, you lined up to go to the bathroom, you lined up for recess.
All that good stuff.
But anyway, but this was so nice.
Oh, yeah.
And I always told my mother that saved me. I mean,
I taught out at Pleasant Lake for a while, subbing. I taught special ed out there.
Okay.
And I enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, I bet. And we rode the school bus with the special ed kids from town that came out to Pleasant Lake. And we got there a little bit late, and we had to leave a little bit early because we had to get back to Manchester. But we had Armin Heisler for our bus driver and Lauren Traub. Oh my God. And they would never do this anymore, but we used to go, one time we went to Armin's house, he had to pick up something. So we went over on Weber Road, and then we went, and Lauren, we got to meet his dog. And, we went around Bethel Church and stopped at the farm and met his dog. I mean, they'd have a fit nowadays if we were doing that, but we had a really good time. And when you're 8 years old, it was great.
Well, sure, you loved it. I know. Oh, my goodness.
But, but it also, we dealt with older kids that were slower. And that was kind of an interesting experience to, when you're a little kid, and it's But we never had any trouble, but it was, it was interesting.
Well, that was when Tassie brought all those kids out from the University Hospital. That was a wonderful day.
I bet.
It was.
They got to see the country, which is something that, is pretty amazing to somebody in the thing. So, well, this is, And the village of Manchester has changed in your lifetime a whole lot. A lot more than I think it's changed a lot in mine, but it's even more because there's more stuff, because you bring out things that, I didn't even see anymore when I was growing up. But, amazing.
Oh, it is amazing. My, Adam, my grandson's wife, is now teaching at Klager.
Oh,
she's teaching preschool.
Oh.
And so now there's another Mrs. Little.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's super. I'm glad. And we'll take a look. You've got a lot of stuff here to look at.
Well, I got
pictures
a few things.
And